officially starting the vlog. It's currently 1:26 a.m. I got 3 hours of sleep. Let's go to the car. Hello, it is 1:32 a.m. and I'm about to leave Minnesota and drive to Chicago. I'm feeling delusional. I have a lot of things. That's all I have to say. Okay. Wow, they're already
While I was on stage, I saw everybody's faces and it made me really happy.
이게 제가 존재하는 이유입니다.
That's the reason I'm alive.
Oh my god, I look awful, but hello. Can't start crying, but I don't even know how today was real. Oh my god. I think it's just all hitting me that it's like, it actually happened. I I really don't have any words. I guess I was just gonna show you guys some merch that I got and stuff because I can't really like formulate words. Well, anyways, yeah, that happened. That came like some stuff. That's so sunburned. I did not know it was gonna be like that hot and that direct sun like beating down on us. My bad. I think this is a sticker. I didn't even explain what this is. What is wrong with me? This is my VIP lanyard. Obviously it's VIP, and then it has like the thing on the back. This is kind of like diffused, along with this bracelet to distinguish us from like the 4, and like that was my number to line up in. The 700. Lucky 7, honestly. This is a bandana. I don't want to open it right now, but it says dday on it with like the glitch effect logo, and then more stickers like the ones I have on the back of my phone. dday. Fire. The other 2 merch items that I got, this t-shirt, it says dday and it has like this flame. I already opened this because I was like kind of wearing it, but this is a crew neck. It just has like fire on it. It also has fire on the back. It's like a flame, and then it also has like the embroidered like chiller. This is a sign that I had that Yoongi saw, and then like everybody saw because they put it on a big screen. A lot of sweet comments about it, so thank you. All the armies that said hi and like I really liked your thing or whatever. I really liked your sign. Other words, freebies. Oh my gosh, y'all popped off their freebies today. First of all, this bracelet is probably my favorite. It says digital on it. You see that? Probably not. It's a little bit better. But I got it because it matches my digital bucket, which Yoongi also saw. I hope that he liked Downtown Boys and it on like fake BTS Chilla ticket, I guess. Cute. The sticker that says, "Do you know this fish?" This is Jungkook. This is how Yoongi and Jimin. I can't even formulate words about what happened, but basically we were way closer than I could have ever thought. I mean, obviously I was like, oh my god, I really want barricade, but like I'm not camping. I'm not the type of person who does that. I literally drove from home from Minnesota at 1:30 in the morning today, so almost 24 hours ago. I'm running on 0 sleep, like literally. I got here, we went to the venue at 8:30 around 9 when they told us to start lining up, but obviously there was already so many people there, and that's how we got these wristbands with the number on it. It's a little bit complex process. Basically you get this number, and then there's like around, they said 1,200 people in soundcheck according to the staff, which might I add were like the best staff ever, and mostly female. They were just really lovely, really sweet, and they were the best. Like honestly, they were on top of it. It was incredibly organized and incredibly smooth. We got the wristbands. We went back to my friend's hotel who I got the sound check through, and we like got ready and everything. We ate Chipotle for lunch, and then we headed back to the venue to line up again like outside for VIP merch, so like the order that you would get put into the venue to shop for merch. And we sat in that line for around a little bit after noon. And they started moving. They moved the line from where it is on like it was in the parking lot of the venue to this like the same place where we got the wristbands for, where it was more barricaded and like, organized in lines. And then they actually started letting us in at 3:30, and then we got on the merch line. We were kind of like, we were pretty far up in the line, honestly. And we get there and we're like about to get our merch, and the lady is like, you guys need to line up for your sound check at 4:45. Like you need to, there's no question about it. You need to get your shit and go. They only gave us an hour to get merch, and the merch line was moving. It was so slow. There was like only a couple workers. The booths are really small. Like there's only 2 booths open out of the other ones in the venue. So we were about we were about to get our merch. Like we were about to like get the thing to get our merch. All of a sudden we hear like drums and stuff, and I hear Haegum like playing. I hear Yoongi, like I hear him like rehearsing. Like I mean, when we went to the venue I could hear him. He was rehearsing Life Goes On, and the last, all of a sudden he started performing Haegum, and then my friend bolted because we were like, it was around 4:45 when this happened. She was like, oh shit, I'm not at the sound check, because typically that has been the starting sound, like the song for sound check for like the rest of the shows. And so we run all the way to where we're supposed to be for sound check. Turns out he was just rehearsing, that wasn't actually sound check. Get there, we're like, oh shit, like we didn't get our merch. Like we waited all day, like we didn't get our merch. Like what the heck. And we didn't even go into the sound check until about 5:30. Yeah, we really missed our merch. We were really upset about that. And we were like, of course something would go wrong today when everything's been so organized and flowing so smoothly. And we get down to like the floor and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, we got such a good spot, because I was like, hey, listen, middle's fine. And my friend was like even advocating for the middle, but I was like, honestly, the corner, like the side corner, the best view. And oh my god, it was such a good view. Only problem is, because of Yoongi's really complex stage design, it's really hard to see him during a couple of the songs, but obviously you can just look at the screen and stuff, and it wasn't even that bad. Other than that, oh my god, it was a really good view. Soundcheck happens, and I've never had soundcheck before, but I knew what the soundcheck songs were for like the other shows, so I kind of knew what was like happening. And when he comes out, like, I kid you not, he is like right next to me, making eye contact with me. Like, the view that I had, the way that I was situated, like I was right directly in his eye line. He was over at our side of the stage. I don't know if it was just me and my friend, but other people were kind of like, I really noticed it, but like he was over at our side so much more than the other one. I don't know why, if that's common throughout the other shows, but like he really was. It was crazy. It was like really insane. And then after sound check, my friend has this idea. She was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go get merch now, because there's merch opening in between the time that sound check is over until the show. So she runs and she grabs us our merch, and I was like, you were the smartest person alive, because it really took 2 seconds to get the merch because we were the first ones there. And the concert happened and it was amazing. I mean, Yoongi said that he wasn't feeling well today. I mean, obviously he has been performing basically non-stop the past couple weeks, like having 3 shows a week. I can't even, and doing that all by yourself, like 2-hour shows, I can't imagine. I honestly didn't even notice. It's just an incredible performer, and he did so well tonight, and it made me really happy that even though it wasn't in the best music, that he got strength from hearing us and, you know, being there with us. It just felt really sweet and genuine from him, as always. But definitely today was different than what I've ever experienced before at a concert. The amount of times that I felt like I like had that moment with you was like, I'm not gonna start crying. Like a lot. It was pretty much throughout the entire show, and like I just couldn't believe it was actually like happening like right in front of me like that, and just really grateful. And we'll be back tomorrow. I can't believe I'm saying that, but yeah, I'm going to tomorrow's show as well. I'm gonna try to get some sleep because I'm so hungry. I don't know what I'll do. Okay, bye. Hi everyone, is it today, like it's the 17th? It's Yoongi's last tour day in the US. Just wanted to give you guys a little update. Know that I filmed something like the day, like the night after my first concert, so like on the 5th in Chicago. I just wanted to share my experiences from my shows in Chicago, like a week and a half since then, almost 2 weeks. And you can watch my other video that I posted on this channel for like the concert clips and concert content stuff. But I want to say, like, it was really amazing. I've never seen a stage like that in my entire life, and I don't think I ever will again like that. It was just insane how his stage was so perfect for the concept of the tour, but also really personal. You can feel like all of like the emotions that he was really trying to convey with not only like the songs that he chose and the order, the use of like levels and like the stage like pieces and the props, piano, the intimacy of like just being down to our level. I mean, those parts was really cool. The set list was amazing. I loved hearing like songs that I've never thought that I would hear live on that set list. I never really expected him to do songs like that again, especially like as a solo, like on a solo tour. It was really cool. Second day, I really don't have that many stories. I mean, I just went with one of my friends who I met last year at Hobie Palooza, who is from the Chicago area, and we went and we had like the 200 sections, which at Allstate is probably the smallest arena I've ever seen in my life, so literally no seat in the house is a bad seat. And I really liked seeing the concert from like a new perspective, because some of the songs, especially when he got down from like the main stage, which was like kind of lifted to the second level of the stage, which was like on the floor basically, some parts like I couldn't see him very well because there was people in front of me and like people were trying to film him, and because he was really he was close and stuff, so like phones were kind of blocking my view at some point too. Parts where at the end of Amygdala where he's like being carried away by the dancers. It was really powerful, honestly. I mean, the only thing I would say about the comparison between day 1 and day 2 is that on the first day, Yoongi said that he was talking to staff beforehand and that he wasn't in the best condition, unfortunately. After the third Chicago show on the 6th, he sounded like he felt better and like he was interacting a lot more and he seemed a lot happier and stuff. I'm just really happy that he was able to recover from the 5th day to the 6th. It was really cool to see like how throughout this entire tour, he's been improving with every single date, but especially like if he wasn't feeling well, I felt really bad. Because I know like how draining this tour is, and he is going on this tour because of us, because we wanted a tour and they can't have like a full tour right now with all 7 of them. So I really appreciate that Yoongi is doing this. You know, he said repeatedly like it's for us. It really means a lot to me that he was able to do that for us. I feel really grateful that I was even able to go to 1 show, yet alone 2, and have those experiences and moments with Yoongi. Another highlight I would say of like the entire concert was the sign. I've never made a sign before for a concert, so I talked to some people on Twitter being like, hey, like what should I even put on this sign? Like what do people normally put on signs? What are people doing or whatever? I saw the phrase that I put on the sign on Twitter from somewhere. It was like something random post or whatever. Oh, this sign is perfect because I know that Yoongi, I think it was before the tour or even during the tour, like just like with the content that he was putting out, like was repeatedly saying like how nervous he was about going on the tour by himself. Obviously that's really hard and really different from being on a group tour. I just really wanted to reassure him and like tell him that like, hey, even though you're doing this by yourself, like you're not alone and you have us by your side like at all times, and that's why, you know, we're here and we're having this moments together. I was really glad that they put my sign on the big screen. There's a part of the concert where the intermission break between the ending of Amygdala and then the encore, and that's where they showed us like a bunch of ARMY signs. I was grateful to be one of those people. I apologize because I didn't realize that you can see it on the screen, but it was a little bit hard to see. I should have like shown a flashlight on it like I saw other people doing, but my bad, I didn't know. I also really appreciated ARMYs that were coming up to me after the concert and saying that they really liked my sign and were taking pictures of it and stuff. I appreciate that. Also, another thing about ARMYs, I met a lot of people and I talked to a lot of people, and a lot of people were really, really great. I really appreciate everyone who gave out freebies and stuff. I gave out my own freebies. I got like so many like friendship bracelets and like just other cool freebies and stuff, which I always really appreciate, and like I always keep all of them. And ARMYs are just really great in general, and just talking in line with people about BTS and like concerts and like everything in general, like it's just always really nice to have like a community and stuff. Just a couple notes about, I know we already talked about safety and the staff at Allstate who are really, really great. I didn't experience any pushing or shoving or like anything like that in the pit, which I was also a tiny bit nervous about, but I saw that armies have been really, really respectful of that so far, so I thank everyone who's in the pit. I know that it can be a little uncomfortable sometimes, like you feel like you're kind of in people's way and stuff when you're in the pit. You're like, I'm just trying to put my army bomb, you know, I'm just trying to do this and like film. A tip I would say is I always make sure to not have my army bomb like this and keep it like by your side and with like your phone, and then I only had held my sign up besides the sound check, which is a little different, when they actually had the part of the concert where you're supposed to hold up your sign. That is the only thing that I would say about that. Another thing that I didn't really think I was going to talk about, but after what I've been seeing in the past, you know, day on Twitter and this morning, I felt like I kind of wanted to talk about this because honestly it's been really concerning lately. At the concert in the pit, when we were doing that break in between after soundcheck and the start of the show, there was a girl who was like talking to us, and like we were talking with like a bunch of people like in a group. One of them said someone came up to her, I don't know if it was the same day or like I think it was maybe earlier in the day. There was someone who came up to her who I think she said she was Korean or from Korea or something, I don't remember, but she had come up to her and started talking about Yoongi, obviously, you know, all the normal stuff, but then she started to be like, I'm telling her that yeah, she's going to every single show. I think that she said in the US, but maybe she meant all tour, and she was like, oh wow, how are you like doing that and stuff, like that's crazy. And she showed her a video of this girl who managed to get on the same flight as Yoongi from Korea to the US when he was coming here for tour. It scared the shit out of when she said that. It scared me so bad. I don't know, I wish that I knew more how to report it, because I know nothing about this girl. Again, it didn't happen to me. I heard this from someone else, was at the concert. I don't know what she looks like. I don't know like any of that stuff, but it's always really scary when you see people that are sasaengs or like stalkers basically follow them and invade their privacy like that. You should never ever do that. I mean, it's one thing if you want to go to all the shows. That is not stalker behavior. That is just you enjoying yourself in your concert life. Going to the extremes to follow them to their hotels, to their house, like anything like that is just not okay. People were finding out that another girl who's going to, they've been seeing previously going to like all the shows in the US and getting barricaded for all these shows. Apparently she has also engaged in like this type of behavior, and she was like cutting lines in GA even to get like lower wristband numbers to get closer to barricade. Apparently they say that they think that she's able to do this and make the money too. Also apparently she's going to like the overseas shows in like Japan and stuff too by selling information basically to fan sites or other places that leak their information and stuff. It's scary when stuff like that comes out, and obviously if you have any more information or if you know anything about that, like always report to Big Hit. It's honestly been getting really scary lately, like the level of privacy that has been being invaded. It's just scary, honestly. I don't want to end this video on a sad note. The last thing I just want to say is just a big thank you to Yoongi. Thank you for like going on this tour, giving this experience to so many of us, and we're gonna always be Army will always be by your side, right? That is what the sign says, and that is what I am saying. And I can't wait to go on the next tour, whenever that is. If I have to wait until 2026 to see them again, I mean, we'll wait as long as it takes. Thank you guys for coming on this journey with me. See you guys next time.